guys, it's Singing Simmer here and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm doing a build for a huge group collab that I'm part of. I believe we are calling ourselves the Plumbuilders, which is super fun. I really like that name. And basically what we're doing is we're going to rebuild all of the worlds in the Sims game. And each world is going to have its own type, its own genre, whatever. Its own style. So this world is Newcrest and we are redoing it to be like Roman and Greek. So we've got like the Khaleesim and the Roman baths and things like that. So that's really, it's going to be super cool when it's all finished. So today I'm actually doing a Roman house, and I'm just going to say straight away, this will not be historically accurate. It turns out I really did not know a lot about Roman kind of architecture and the history of that. So I was really, as I was building, I was stopping constantly to Google things and to watch videos to try and see a little bit about the history of it and to kind of get it as accurate as I could based on my limited knowledge. And with this house, what I wanted to do was kind of make it for like a wealthier family. Because it's one of the big lots, I thought why not just go all out and make a huge house for them. Although it turned out actually not that huge in terms of like the inside of it and things. The rooms are quite small, but it can fit a lot of people. And so yeah, I tried to keep it as close as I could to historically accurate, but it was, as I said, really difficult. And as well, we don't have a lot of kind of Roman style art and things like that. I mean, in a wealthy person's house, from what I've read, they would have like a lot of paintings and sculptures around, and I tried my best to add in as much of that as I could, but a lot of it was kind of like in the future for the Roman times, you know, that wasn't really anything that would be like kind of time appropriate. So I did my best to put in what I could, and got a little bit of like the mosaic floor and things like that. And what they kind of focus on as well in these big houses is the kind of gardens as well. They have these big beautiful gardens, and in the front you'll see me throughout the video kind of working on that, put some harvestable plants in it as well, which I go back in and grow and plant before the end of this video. Like I go in and then record afterwards, and I'm just rambling nonsense now. But yeah guys, so I would love to hear from people who actually know a little bit about Roman architecture. That would be really interesting to kind of know what parts were alright, because I know none of it is going to be excellent, but it would be nice to know what parts were almost right and what parts I got completely wrong and what I should have done to kind of make it more accurate, because I really love to learn about history. It's just not something that I really do anymore. Like when I was in school, I loved learning about history, but we didn't ever really go as far back as the Roman times in my kind of curriculum. We kind of focused on like the kind of World War II times and things like that, and a little bit before, but never as far back as this. And it is really interesting. As I've got older, I've become more interested in things like this, but I just really don't have the time to really sit down and study it. So if you have little kind of bits of knowledge that you can share with me, I would really appreciate it, and maybe it would spark an interest for me to actually go and research some more. And from what I actually have researched already, the parts of the house that I tried to include where this main part here is the atrium, which is like this little kind of main area in the middle of the house, and inside of that you have the emporium. Honestly, this is going to be so bad, like my speech is terrible at the best of times, never mind me trying to say words that I can't pronounce at all. But yeah, so basically that is the little kind of pool in the middle there. It would be like a little shallow pool that they would collect rainwater in, so that's why in the roof I've left that little square. So what that would do then is all the rainwater would fall into that pool, and they would use that water throughout the house for like watering plants. And I think as well they had like the underfloor heating as well, which they would like have a furnace, and they would like heat that up, and that would like flow through underneath all the tiles and things like that, and give them underfloor heating, which would help to warm the house, which is obviously like absolutely amazing. So yeah, so I think the front part of it, I think that was called the vestibulum. I think, oh my goodness, the little front garden, basically, and that it would be like so over the top, like plants and kind of design. So that would be like a lovely place where people would meet and things like that, and kind of gather, because it's obviously a really lovely place to be. And like at the end of the video I'll go back and kind of put more plants in as well. Right now at this point in the video there's no plants in, but yeah, so I'll go and put in more of them and like half soap plants and things like that as well. And in the bedrooms as well, the bedrooms are going to look really odd, and I think I'm just about to get onto them pretty soon anyway. So yeah, in the bedrooms they didn't actually have like proper beds. This is from what I've read. They had like almost like these Ottoman ideas, you know, like it was more like a couch, like a kind of wooden couch with a little bit of material on it, because kind of the bedroom wasn't really seen as a place of importance. For the Romans, sleeping was just something that they had to do. They didn't sleep in, and that's why as well you'll see I put the windows in. I actually used the shutter windows because they wanted to kind of block out all of the light, so that it would encourage them to sleep. And then they would get up first thing in the morning and start their day. They wouldn't kind of laze about in bed or go and make a coffee or whatever. They'd just get up and get on with it. It was actually kind of seen as like almost disrespectful, or like that you were kind of a lesser person, I guess, if you spent more time in bed, which I would actually be a terrible Roman because I spend all my time in bed pretty much. If I'm not doing chores or dealing with the kids, I'm usually in bed on YouTube or on The Sims. So yeah, or I'm usually with the kids as well. They're usually sitting beside me watching. But yeah, so that's kind of, I wanted to give the bedrooms that sort of feel that they were just there. They weren't important in the room, in the house. I did decide to go back and actually build one proper bedroom, like with a bed in it, just for the sake of if you want to play this house, you actually have a bed that you can sleep in as well, because obviously you can't really sleep on those little ottomans. You can just nap on them, and that's going to drive your Sims insane, and also you insane. But yeah, so I think that's kind of like mostly what I wanted to say about the build. There is the kitchen as well, which obviously they didn't have like electricity and things like that, so I've tried to kind of make the most basic of kitchen that I can and put a little storeroom and things like that in it. And I've made like a kind of little area at the back as well of the house where the kind of servants would kind of be. Like there's a little bed at the back of the kitchen, and then across the hall from there I've put like a kind of like sitting area for them, I guess, or a dining area. And then yeah, so anything you want to know that why I've done or what I've done with the build, you can let me know. Oh, and as well, this is like a kind of like the shrine of the house, I guess, that would be in the atrium. So they would like kind of I think they would like remember family members here and things like that. So in kind of a place of prayer. So I did that as well. And in the front there, like with where the statues are, where the ornaments are, there would also be like a kind of place to the kind of the masters of the house would have their kind of sculpture made of them. What do they call it, a buff or something like that? I can't remember, probably not. But yeah, that's what they would have there. I'm just trying to think what else I put in the build that's worth mentioning. Also put like a kind of little office area that kind of the master of the house would kind of do his dealings there, sort out his paperwork. Again, I don't know how much of that is historically accurate. I've just gone with it and just hoped for the rest. So yeah, a lot of seating areas. And then again, I did the dining room, and as well in the dining room they would have like the kind of chaise-longue or whatever you call them, kind of recliner seats. They would lie down. I think that was like a Greek custom that they kind of adopted, and it was seen like as a kind of classy thing to do, would be to like lie down and, you know, eat your grapes, as we've all kind of seen in movies and pictures and things like that as well. So yeah, that's the build, guys. As I said, it was super hard for me to kind of get right. I'm a bit worried about how much of it is not right, but I've done my best and that's all I can do. But yeah, guys, as I said, this is a huge collab, so I will be linking everybody down in the description of everyone who's taking part in this. And any kind of special mentions that we need to do as well. I think as well it's Nat, or just Nat, we don't need full usernames here, has made the logo, and hopefully I think that should be done by the time this video is uploading. So if that is the logo for the thumbnail, was made by It's Nat, and he is an absolutely amazing graphic designer. That's what he does for his job. So yeah, I'm really happy to kind of have all this kind of collab going on and be working with all these people that have all become really good friends in the kind of last few months that I've started doing YouTube. So yeah, as I said, they'll all be linked below for you to check out their videos as well, and there's a playlist that Dr. Ashley made for us that will have everybody's videos linked in. So yeah guys, I'm just going to let the video play, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please remember to leave a little like and comment what you thought and anything that I could have done better. And yeah guys, if you haven't already, if you're coming over here from one of the other members of the Collabs channel, please consider subscribing to my channel. I promise most of my videos are maybe a little bit better than this one. I just don't feel very confident with it because it's not really something that I usually do, and I didn't really know enough about it, but I hope that you enjoy it anyway. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!